Question number 3 from section 8.8. So we're going to use this formula for the payment to determine the regular payment amount rounded to the nearest dollar. Again, nearest dollar means no decimal places, no decimals. Your credit card has a balance of $3,200, $3,200, and the annual interest rate is 12%. Turn that into a decimal as soon as you see it. You decided to pay off the balance over 4 years, so this is a time period of 4 years. If there are no further purchases charged to the card, how much you pay each month? So the balance that you have will become your principal. The 12% is the rate, and the time is 4 years, and it is each month. So it implies that n equals 12. It implies monthly. So we're going to use that formula. So the payment formula, it has a numerator and it has a denominator. So the principal, 3,200. The rate divided by the number of times in years, monthly, 12 times. In the denominator, 1 minus, open parentheses, 1 plus, the rate divided by 12. Exponent is the negative of n, that is 12, multiplied by the time, 4 years. And you close the bracket. And again, instead of using brackets, we're going to use parentheses in the calculator. So I will demonstrate how to enter this in the calculator. Because it can be very challenging. You can use a scientific or a graphing calculator. So just to have a better view of the calculator, let me move these down here. Okay, looks kind of light. Okay, so we're going to enter $3,200. And then we're going to open parentheses, 0.12 divided by 12, close the parentheses. So that is your numerator, divided by, open parentheses instead of the bracket, 1 minus, open parentheses, 1 plus the decimal, 0.12 divided by 12, close the parentheses, raised, open parentheses, and you're going to use the negative that is in parentheses. You're going to use this one at the bottom next to the enter, to the left of the enter key. So the negative of 12 times 4, close the parentheses for the exponent, and close the parentheses for the, and close the denominator. And this is $84.27, but it says round to the nearest dollar. Therefore, we're going to answer $84. And again, practice to make sure that you know how to handle the calculator. Next, we have to calculate the total interest. So in order to calculate the total interest, it's going to be your monthly payments that are $84. 12 in a year for 4 years. That is you're going to make $4,032 in payments. That is the amount of payments. The amount of payments that you make. Then you're going to take the amount of payments that you make minus the principal. That is $3,200, and that is how much it's costing you to finance this credit card, and that is going to be $832. So that's how you calculate the total interest. You take the payments and subtract that from the principal. Okay, the payments, amount of payments minus the principal is the total interest. And that's it for question number 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and include question number 4. We're going to use this payment formula, the same one, to determine the regular payment amount rounded to the nearest dollar. Again, no decimals. Your credit card has a balance of $4,500, and an annual interest rate of 16%, with no further purchases charged to the card and the balance being paid off over 3 years, the monthly payment is $158. So they are telling you what the monthly payment is under those conditions. Okay, $158. And the total interest paid, so they tell you the total interest paid is $1,188. You can get a bank loan for 8.5% with a term of 4 years. So they already calculated the one from the credit card, and now they want you to compare what will be better if you get a bank loan to pay it off. How much would you pay each month? How does this compare with a credit card payment each month? Select the correct choice below and fill in the answer boxes to complete your choice. So again, very important, do not round until the final answer. Then round to the nearest dollar. If not, you will be off. So I will demonstrate this process at the bottom here. So if we look at the credit card, in the credit card, so we'll write the credit card here. The credit card interest that you pay, that they already calculated that for you, will be $1,188. And so that is the credit card. Now we're going to get the bank payment. So we have to calculate, we have to find out what is the bank payment and how much it is and how much interest you will pay. So the rest of this box here is going to be with the bank information. So if you get a bank loan, the principal, it is $4,500. The bank is giving you the rate of 8.5% that you will turn into a decimal. The time is 4 years, and you will be making monthly payments. That's why N is 12. So again, we use that payment formula. Is the $4,500. Your rate 0.085 divided by 12. Open bracket 1 minus, open parentheses, 1 plus your rate divided by 12, and this is raised to the negative of 12 times t, 4 years, and you close the bracket. So now we're going to enter that in the calculator. I'm going to use Diego for this one. So here is Mr. Diego to see if he provides a better display. So here it will be $4,500, open parentheses, 0.085 divided by 12, close, that is your numerator, divided by, instead of bracket, open parentheses, 1 minus, open parentheses, 1 plus, 0.085 divided by 12, close, raised to the power of, open parentheses, the negative must be the 1 in parentheses, the negative of 12 times 4, close the power, and close the denominator. You must close it twice. So now the amount of payments, it says $110.91, but we are going to 92 cents, but we're going to round it to the nearest dollar. So this is going to be $111. So that's what your payments, the bank payments will be. So your bank payments will be $111 each month for 4 years. So we're going to calculate the interest. So you calculate how many payments you're making, $111, multiplied by 12 months for 4 years. That is $5,328 in payments. Now, in order to know if that is a good deal or not, in order to determine the amount that you paid in interest, you take the $5,328 and you remove the principal of $5,500. So with the bank, it will cost you $828. Now, so in order to compare the two payments, the payment, this is the bank payment, and the credit card payment that is given to you at the beginning of the problem is $158. That is a credit card payment. So the difference between these two, it will be $158 minus $111. This is $47 more. So for the first part A, how much would you pay each month? So each month you will pay $111. That will be for the bank. So the monthly payments for the bank loans are $111. This is not more, but less. This is $47 less than the credit card payments. Then for part B, we need to take those payments, multiply by 12 times in a year for 4 years, 5,328, and remove that from the principal. So the bank, it costs you $828. So that will also be part B. The total interest paid over 4 years is $828. This is, so the interest that you're paying from the credit card, so the credit card minus the bank, the interest is $1,188 minus $828. You are saving $360 if you finance it with a bank. That's it for this video. Remember, you can always go back and review what we have done because it can be confusing. Thank you so much.